Hey there, welcome back. So today I just want to talk about things I love in books. So chances are, if it includes some of these elements, it's more than likely going to get a 5 stars from me, or maybe even an all-time favorite. So I went through my all-time favorite shelf and just kind of seen why I put them on the list. The number one factor that is going to make me enjoy a book is definitely either multiple timelines or multiple points of views. I get very bored easy. So having something to break up the story so I don't get tired of either the one perspective or the one storyline straight through. I love just, even if it's only a little interlude of a different timeline. Lock Every Door is a good example of this. The majority of the story is just one narrative, one point of view, straight through, but there are little tiny, like 1 or 2 pages of what happens in the future, and you're getting to that point. So I really love, even if it's only a very small element of the book, I just like something to break it up. Obviously, there are exceptions. My favorite series in the world only has the one narrator and one timeline straight through. The second most common thing is probably going to be an urban fantasy kind of thing, but specifically a crime or police detective plus supernatural. Big bonus points for this for like a lot of TV shows. I will eat it up if it's a standard police procedural with a supernatural or monster twist to it. Like if Criminal Minds and Supernatural had ever crossed over, I would have lost it. Next thing is going to be a isolated setting. Whether this be like it primarily takes place in a hotel, so the characters have a good reason for why they're interacting all the time, or if it's due to like being snowed in, then that's another good thing. Just some isolated, confined space. I love how it allows you to be able to do character work. I love how it forces interactions, and you kind of can't get away from the people who may be causing the conflict. Cat's got it back to you. I can't even scooch so you see the cat. He's got his back to you. One of my all-time favorite things in any medium is going to be the found family or chosen family trope. Anytime that a character is on their own and they feel isolated, and then all of a sudden they are welcomed into this group, or they find people close to them, they have people to work with and for and protect, yes, 1,000% yes. I'm really looking forward to the Lies of Locke Lamora, because I've been told that has that trope to it, so I'm really, really excited to get to that eventually. Little bit different to explain, but different perspectives in terms of you have an event, and then some part of the book is explaining this event from one person's perspective, and then the event is seen repeat the exact same thing, but from someone else's perspective. I really enjoyed this. It's why I loved Confessions so much. Oh my god, that was just a wild ride, because each time you learn something about this terrible event, and you back up a little bit further, or you see how this one event affected other people and what they did because of it and how they responded to it, and then the implications going forward. It was such a good time. I need to read more books where we are examining one event from just multiple perspectives. Another thing I absolutely love is just narcissistic characters. Like that main character energy where it's I'm right, you're wrong, or I'm the only one that matters. Just the confidence that these characters have and being in their mind as they just twist the narrative to only be centered and focused around them. Like no one else's reasoning, I don't know what, no one else's perspectives or motivations could possibly have anything to do with anything besides how it affects them. They can't have other motives. It has to be specifically around them. That's the only explanation in their mind they can think of. Yeah, no. Name has escaped me, but this book here, oh my god, these narcissistic characters. Had a blast reading this. Again, the confidence is just so entertaining. Now, a big one for me is going to be an unexpected death or a sudden plot turn. Not a plot twist. I don't need a surprise reveal. I need very standard, we think the plot's going this way, and twist would be like, oh yeah. No, I want left turn, perpendicular, what the hell just happened? There is no way you could have predicted where the plot was going based on how we started, because it's just like standard, and then, oh no, you don't know what's going on. I just love that complete twist in turn of what the hell is this plot even doing? This is insane. This is crazy. Now, I haven't read too many books with this one, but some kind of opposing ideologies. So anime is a big one for this. Like, what is justice in Death Note? Clearly, these two characters have very much opposing views, but you can kind of see where they're each coming from. Another one like civil war, government oversight versus self-governance and self-accountability. Just any kind of Full Metal Alchemist or or even Supernatural when they had their peace versus freedom, like two characters you can almost see where they're coming from, but the other side is just like, no. And they can't coexist at the same time. One of these has to win, but not all of these have a clear morally gray. A lot are black and white. There are some morally gray. So I just like hearing the justifications and the ideologies behind their arguments. I absolutely love the who you thought was the good guy was actually the villain, and who you thought was the villain was actually the good guy. Or again, morally gray. That is kind of a cliche and hard to give an example without going into spoilers. So we're going to leave it at that, but I absolutely love it. But my last most favorite thing in the world, and I've not read a book that does it yet, but I will, I'm sure, is just a complete gut punch. And this is where anime comes in once again. The creator of Naruto, and I will not be butchering his name by trying to say it, could not have hurt me more than if he had broken into my house and physically stabbed me. Like, that would have hurt less than me ugly crying while I'm reading the manga at 2 o'clock in the morning. This manga here, specifically, has left physical damage to my soul. I am traumatized from what happened in that manga, and multiple other examples from that series as well, but that one specifically just hurt me. Anime does this all the time. Full Metal Alchemist, those two scenes, you know. There's an episode in Death Note where I used to rewatch Death Note twice a year, every single year, from like grade 6 to 4th year or 3rd year of graduate school. Every single year, twice a year, I would rewatch this series, and there was one episode that I would occasionally just skip over because I'm like, I can't take that trauma, that hurt, that heartbreak, that utter gut punch today. Just, I can't. I love the gut punch. I love when it is just painful and it was executed so well. I have yet to read a series that really does this for me. I think when I get into a long-running series, I'm sure, Joe Abercrombie, I'm told, probably some Brandon Sanderson, I might get that. I would think maybe the Dresden Files maybe in the future, but they haven't really committed to a full and utter gut punch. They had one moment that I felt personally attacked by Jim Butcher, but it wasn't quite a full 100,000% gut punch the way that anime hits. So that consists of things I love in books and media. I look forward to searching out more of these things going forward in the books I read, and hopefully I can find some examples without giving any spoilers. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye.